Welcome back to Noble REMC's Ask the Energy Advisor. I'm your Energy Advisor, Brian Hawk, and today we'd like to talk about our newest program, and that is our Electric Vehicle Time of Use Pilot Rate Program. And not so much about the pilot rate program, but about the vehicles that are spawning it. So if you look behind me, we've got the newest addition to our fleet. This is the 2021 Ford Mustang Mach-E. This is an all-wheel drive extended range battery version. So for any efficiency numbers we talk about today, we'll be using this particular vehicle. Now we're shooting this video because since we've released a few publications, we're starting to get some conversations out in the community, and we're just trying to get ahead of it and dispel some of the myths that are out there. So with that, we're going to talk about, we've got a few questions lined up, so we'll see what we can come up with.
So what's so green about a vehicle that's powered by electricity produced from coal?
I'm glad you asked, Kevin. With Wabash Valley's fuel mix, and Wabash Valley being our wholesale power supplier, with their current fuel mix to produce power, they're at 33% coal, meaning 67% of the power that they produce for Noble REMC and our surrounding co-ops is actually from alternative energy, renewable energy, several different energy sources, too many to go into right now. But what that boils down to for us is it would take a vehicle getting 45 miles per gallon to be as green, so to speak, as this particular vehicle here. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't believe there's a pure internal combustion engine vehicle on the market today that gets 45 miles per gallon. There are some hybrids out there, but that's incorporating the battery technology along with the internal combustion engine technology. So it really is going to be a very green option moving forward. That 33% coal and the other 67%, those numbers are going to move in the future. We're seeing more solar coming on with our co-op solar program. So it's going to continue to get more green, not less green.
Brian, how do you go on a road trip in an electric vehicle?
Funny you should ask, Kevin. First of all, I'd start by putting you in the trunk. Really, there's one of the biggest obstacles we've seen as energy advisors. We've been studying this for a couple years, waiting for these cars to hit the market. It's called range anxiety. When we talk about this car getting 270 miles of range, it's the same thing as a gasoline vehicle. You're going to have to stop to fill it up sooner or later. Part of the range anxiety is, where do you stop to fill it up sooner or later? The nice thing about the manufacturers now, they've really done a great job of being ready for this phenomenon to really take hold this time. So when you look at this, we'll talk about the Ford for instance. There's what's called the Ford Pass app. This is actually my key to the car. It has another key, but I'm able to use my phone as the key for this car. I could take my Ford Pass app. Let's say I wanted to go to Knoxville, Tennessee, visit my granddaughter. Plug in Knoxville, Tennessee on my trip planner. If I leave right now, I'm expected to arrive in Knoxville, Tennessee at 10:54. It's going to take me, I'll have 58 minutes of total charge time on my trip. I'm going to leave here at Noble REMC with 81% battery, which is what it has currently. I'm going to hit Electrify America at Walmart. It's going to take me 17 minutes to charge from 27% battery to 53% battery. I'm going to take off, drive for another 2 hours and 20 minutes or 134 miles, go to the next Electrify America at the Walmart Supercenter in Georgetown, Kentucky. It'll take me 41 minutes to charge from 10% to 74% battery. Another 2 hours and 48 minutes, I will arrive in Knoxville, Tennessee with 14% battery life when I get there. That really did a great job of showing me what this car is capable of with the technology that's at our fingertips. You don't have to use the Ford Pass app, you don't have to use the Tesla app, you don't have to use the GM app. You've got ChargePoint, Charge America, a plethora of different charging apps out there that'll take you to every individual charging station, tell you what type of chargers they are, whether it's a level 3, a level 2. Obviously it's not going to be a level 1. I actually went on to Google Maps, typed in electric chargers near me, and Google Maps will lay out electric chargers near me. So it's going to be a learning curve for people because it's not just a gas station on an interstate. You're going to have to put a little bit of pre-trip planning in, but it is not a lot of planning. It's going to add a little bit of time to your trip, but it's not going to add a lot of time to your trip depending on how far you're going. From here to Knoxville, that's normally a 7-hour trip. It's going to take me 8 hours and 59 minutes. So between my 58-minute charging time and my distances to get to and from the chargers as far as out of my way, that's where I'm gaining. So it did add 2 hours to my Knoxville trip, but it's still a trip I'm willing to take. I would love to take it in this vehicle because I think it'd be a great experience. So that's going to wrap up what we have today. You know, as always, if you have any questions about electric vehicles or anything to do with your energy consumption, give me a call. Again, Brian Hawk at Noble REMC, and I would love to answer your questions.